So, welcome to another game review. This time it's Sergey Karjakin against Peter Svidler. It's from the Play for Russia charity event, which is currently Behold. So, let's get started. It's round 14, so it's the last round before the last four will play it out. So, we have e4, c5, so the Sicilian defense by Peter Svidler. Knight f3, e6, d4, cd4, knight d4, a6, bishop d3, bishop c5, knight b3, bishop e7, c4, d6, knight c3, and knight f6 by Peter Svidler. Now we have bishop e3, b6, f4, aggressive move, but I think a good move, bishop b7, and short castle. Knight bd7, queen f3, and short castle by Peter Svidler. We have queen h3, maybe with the attention someday e5 or f5, rook e8 by Peter Svidler, rook a e1, bishop f8, knight d2, and g6. Bishop b1 by Karjakin, bishop g7, and now not a good move by Sergey Karjakin, b3. It's not necessary to defend this pawn, maybe a direct f5, or yeah, f5 is simply a very nice move here. We have rook c8, knight e2, maybe to come to d4, b5, rook d1, queen c7 by Peter Svidler, cb5, ab5, and knight d4, attacking the pawn on b5. So Svidler decided to defend it with queen a5, also putting pressure on a2, and so on. And now, yeah, you must say the decisive mistake by Karjakin. He plays f5, and it simply doesn't work. Svidler takes, and plays a very important move, rook c3, pinning this bishop, and it's now attacked 2 times. Karjakin decided to take on g6, g6, and knight c2. A really ugly looking move to defend this bishop, because this bishop here is completely out of the game. So it's a completely winning position for Svidler. Knight e5, queen h4, knight e g4. Once again attacking this bishop, so this bishop has to move. Bishop d4, and now rook e2, sacrificing the exchange. But of course you cannot take this exchange, because rook g2, king h1, and now you can simply take on d2, and it's made in 6 actually. So he plays knight e1, and it's really looking ugly here. The first row, queen b4, knight df3, knight e3. It's not the best move. It's actually the best move. Queen b4 was not the best move, but okay, it's still a winning position now. Karjakin decided to take the exchange and tries to exchange queens, but this doesn't work. Svidler takes on d1, the queen must take. The queen can also take here, and after knight d4, rook b2, and it's basically hopeless. This pawn is a passed pawn, it's very fast, and yeah. But what he did was even worse, because the best move is to take on c3, but he decided to give up his queen with queen d1, because after queen e3, king h1, and knight g4, there's really no way to defend here. Even bishop e5. This bishop is also in the attack now. Queen d8, king g7, and queen h4. But he simply plays knight f2, and king h1 is the best move. Knight e3, king has to go back, and bishop f6. He asks the question, where do you want to go with the queen? And there's really no square for the queen. So he must take the bishop, king f3, because otherwise knight f2 and knight h3 or something like that will easily win the game. Bishop takes d3. He takes the knight. Svidler decided to play rook f2, bishop b5. He takes the rook, and now it's 2 knights and 2 pawns for the queen. Of course, it's not enough, but it's really interesting how Svidler managed to keep the pressure. King g1, queen c5. I will go a bit faster here. Queen f2, and the first pawn falls. Now I decided to take the knight and cripple his 2 pawns here. It's not so easy. Maybe Karjakin can build a fortress, but with if this pawn would be on g3, maybe it would be better. So this bishop takes f3 from Svidler was really, really nice and necessary. And now he gains a second pawn, which was really weak. Queen e3, and the king comes in, and at someday white will simply collapse the second pawn, and now this pawn will run. Simply pushing the pawn. A nice trick by Svidler after knight g4, which happened in the game. It's actually made in 9. King g3, knight f2, queen d4, knight h1. It's all forced. King f4, knight f2, king e6, and now it's made in 5. After b6, there is really no point in continue. Queen b6. It's not actually the fastest mate is queen h4, and now you have to move the knight, otherwise I will just take it. You cannot go to any of these squares, so after this you just take this one, and the knight is going to be lost. So after queen b6 is not the fastest way to win, but knight g4, king f4, knight f2, and now we are back simply without the b pawn. King e1, king g3, knight h1, king g2, and in this position Sergey Karjakin resigns the game, and Peter Svidler wins a really nice game and really instructive game how to win with the queen against 2 minor pieces. That means for the standings, we have after 14 rounds Kramnik with 10.5 points first place, Svidler with 9 second, Tomaszewski and Grishuk with 8 points. Remember, this is a blitz tournament, and after this 14 rounds, the first 4 will play each other in the final 4. And that's basically these 4 will be playing tomorrow. Well, that was this video. I hope you enjoy, and see you later.